Hey, this is ElderRaw, and today we're talking about something most people avoid. Something real, something that lives in the silence of millions of homes. When a poor man looks at his child and there's only $100 in his pocket, he doesn't see money. He sees his helplessness. He sees all the dreams he can't fulfill. He sees the gap between what his child deserves and what he can provide. And that changes everything. See, when a rich person thinks about money, they think, how do I grow this? How do I multiply it? How do I make it work for me? But when a poor person thinks about money, a different feeling rises. A fear rises in their chest. A fear that it might run out. A fear that tomorrow might be worse than today. The moment they wake up, even before opening their eyes fully, a calculation starts in their mind. How much do I have for food today? When is the electricity bill due? The kids' school fees still pending. The rent is coming up next week. If I get sick, where will the money come from? If my child gets sick, what will I do? These thoughts, every single day, every hour, every moment, they don't stop. They don't take a break. Money isn't a tool for them. Money isn't something they use. Money is a breath that could stop at any time. Money is survival. And that changes how they see everything. It changes how they dream. It changes how they hope. Now look, a lot of people say, poor people think small. Poor people don't have big dreams. Poor people lack ambition. But is that true? Is that really the truth? No. The truth is something else entirely. Poor people don't think small. Their options are small. Their choices are limited. They don't have room for mistakes. They don't have the luxury to fail and try again. Every decision they make carries weight. Every rupee they spend is calculated. A rich person says, take risks, learn, fall, rise, take chances, invest, grow, fail forward. But for a poor person, one mistake, just one wrong decision, can shut down the entire household. One unexpected expense can destroy months of careful saving. They can't take risks because there's no safety net behind them, no family wealth to fall back on, no savings account with cushion money, no investments that generate passive income. They can't think about investing money because that money, that small amount in their hand, is their survival. It's food, it's shelter, it's medicine. So when some finance guru on the internet says, making money is easy, just start a business, just invest smartly, just think positive, the poor person thinks, easy for you. You had options. You had support. You had room to fail. And they're not wrong. They're absolutely not wrong. Let me tell you about someone. I won't say the name. But this story belongs to millions, millions of fathers, millions of mothers, millions of families living this reality every single day. He was a laborer, a daily wage worker. He worked hard every day under the sun in the heat, carrying heavy loads, and came home in the evening with tired bones and a worn-out body. He had 2 children, 2 beautiful kids who looked at him like he was their hero. And he wanted to be that hero. He wanted to give them everything. One day, his son came home from school. The boy was quiet, unusually quiet. Finally, he said, "Dad, my friends have new shoes. Mine are torn." The other kids noticed. He went quiet, completely quiet. The words hit him harder than any physical labor ever could. He looked at his wife. She lowered her eyes. She knew what was coming. She knew the weight of that moment. He gently placed his hand on his son's head and said, "Son, just wait a little longer. Just a little more. I promise." The boy nodded. He trusted his father, but the father inside was breaking. That night, he couldn't sleep. He stared at the ceiling. He thought, I work so hard every day. I break my back. I sacrifice my health. And still, I can't buy my child a pair of shoes. Still, I have to make him wait. Still, I have to see that look in his eyes. The next day, he took extra work. He stayed longer. He pushed his body beyond its limits. He skipped lunch to save a little more. Came home exhausted, every muscle screaming, and bought the shoes. He gave them to his son. The boy's face lit up. He hugged his father. He said, "Thank you, Dad. You're the best." And for a moment, the father smiled. But there was no joy in his heart, no peace, because he knew the electricity bill would be late this month. He knew they'd have to cut back on groceries. He knew this small happiness came at a cost. This is the reality of money that a poor person lives. This is the math that runs in their head constantly. Money isn't a reward for them. Money isn't freedom. Money is a constant compromise. It's a choice between two needs. In every decision, they have to sacrifice something. They have to let go of something. They lose something. Now, the real question is, can a poor person change this mindset? Can they break free from this cycle? The answer is yes. Yes, they can. But it doesn't mean they'll become rich overnight. It doesn't mean life will suddenly become easy. It means they can open their mind a little. They can shift their perspective even within their circumstances. The first step is to not see money as the enemy. Money isn't bad. It's not evil. And it's not God either. It's not the answer to everything. It's just a tool that you can learn to use better, even with limited resources. Second thing, never tell yourself, I'm poor, so I can't do anything. I'm stuck. I have no power. No, stop that thought right there. You may be poor. You may not have money, but you're not powerless. You're not without strength. Small decisions are also power. Saving even a little, even 50 rupees, that's power. Learning a small skill, teaching yourself something new, that's power. Showing your children an honest path, teaching them dignity and values, that's power. Refusing to compromise your character for quick money, that's power. These are all forms of strength that money can't buy. And the third thing, and this is critical, never let your self-respect fall. Never let poverty take away your dignity. Being poor is not a sin. It's not your fault. It's a situation, it's a circumstance. But seeing yourself as less, seeing yourself as unworthy, that's the real loss. That's the real poverty. Your worth isn't in your pocket. It's not in your bank account. It's not in what you own. It's inside you. It's in your character. It's in your honesty. It's in how you treat people. It's in how you keep going despite everything. I won't tell you that everything will be okay. I won't lie to you. Because life isn't easy. It's not a fairy tale. And a poor person's life is even harder. The struggle is real. The pain is real. But I will tell you this, and I mean this from my heart. You carry a strength inside you, a strength that most people will never understand. That strength that forces you to wake up every day, even when you don't want to, even when you're tired, even when you feel defeated. That strength that gives you the courage to work hard for your children, to keep pushing, to keep trying. That strength that keeps you alive no matter what. That keeps you standing when everything is falling apart. That's not weakness. That's extraordinary power. Maybe you don't have much money today. Maybe you won't tomorrow either. Maybe the struggle will continue. But the dignity, the patience, the faith, the resilience you carry inside, that's worth more than millions. That's worth more than any bank account. And that no one can take away from you. No one. Money comes and goes, circumstances change, but inner strength, real character, that stays forever. And when you understand this, truly understand this, money can't control you anymore. It can't define you. You start seeing it for what it is, not feeling crushed by what it isn't. And that is the real change. That's the real transformation. So that was today's conversation, a real one, an honest one. If you've watched this video till here, if you're still with me, I believe something must have touched your heart. Something must have resonated with your reality. If you like this, if this spoke to you, please hit the like button. It helps us reach more people who need to hear this. And if you want us to keep talking about real, honest topics like this, topics that matter, topics that others avoid, subscribe to ElderRaw. We're here to talk about money, life, and reality. No fake promises, no empty motivation, just truth. And yes, drop a comment below. I really want to hear from you. How do you see money? What's your story? What's your struggle? Share it. Your voice matters. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. May you find strength and dignity in every step you take. Take care of yourself. This is ElderRaw.